It used to be a point in time where women actually value their innocence, actually value their virginity. But we do not live in that day-to-day, do we? Y'all want me to respect a woman's body more than she respected herself. So I, as a man, can prevent her from getting pregnant. Whatever a woman gonna allow me to do, I'm gonna do. Because if we both irresponsible, who's responsible for carrying a child for 9 months? Sure ain't me. I don't got no remorse. I don't feel bad. That woman knew what she was doing when she laid down and slept with me. She knew the consequences. She knew the risk.
Unfortunately, most people are willing to be bought at the right price. Subconsciously or unconsciously, we are prostituting ourselves for a measly happy meal. This is why we go on these dates, because at least we won't feel like a prostitute if we are getting wined and dined and getting a free meal. But at the end of it, are you getting bent over? Casual sex does not benefit us whatsoever. What are you getting out of this transaction? Emotional intimacy, companionship, dinner, a purse, some money. It's still a transaction. So if we don't simply know our worth, we can give it to the highest bidder or the lowest bidder. Like the gentleman said before, he will do what you allow. So if you don't know your worth, you don't know the wisdom that your womb carries or the temple that your spirit resides in your body, you're willing to be bought at a low price simply because you equate sex with intimacy, or you may equate sex with love. Sex does not equate love. It's actually far from it, because when they end up getting your prized possession, they simply start to look at you less than. They start to see you as simply how they view hookers or the working girl or the prostitutes. This is why I can really respect prostitutes, because they are aware of their job description. They are aware what they are doing. They are aware that they are getting used. So why not make a profit out of it? Why not get some money, since I'm already selling my soul by having sex with them? If you're not really aware from the spiritual lens when it comes to sex, it's a very sacred act. It's very sacred. It's an energy exchange. So every time you have sex with someone, you are spiritually married to them, spiritually in bondage with them. This is why they created this institution when it comes to marriage, that you should have sex when you're married because of all of the consequences that comes with sex. Sex is not recreational, yet we live in an egotistical, materialistic, transactional society. So people are getting profit off of sex because sex sells so much, because of the voids that we have not yet looked within. We're trying to get these voids some way, shape, or form, whether we are entertaining someone on a date, whether we are having casual sex, whether we are selling ourselves so short just for a happy meal, attention, a text back, or a date. Pick your poison. If you're not aware of your worth, then you will go to the lowest bidder that's simply just giving you some type of attention. But if you know your price and you have a price tag on yourself, then you are strictly looking at dollar signs and you pick your price. Everybody tends to have a price in this society. What is yours? If we are so easily getting bought as women, looking like sex dolls or hookers because we want to be taken out on a date so bad. But when they take you out on these dates, they are looking for something in return. This is the generation that we're in. If you're not aware, they are looking to get in between your legs. If you don't have the willpower to say no, or the self-control, or the discipline, or the self-respect to look at yourself at a much higher standards and have morals for yourself and your body and the temple that your spirit is in, then you will say no. You will understand that casual sex does not benefit you whatsoever, and you can't be bought. I think the most beautiful thing is a woman that can't be bought, that is not impressed by money or dollar signs or a compliment or some attention. She's aware that she is the queen. She's aware that she is the CEO. She's actually the pimp instead of the prostitutes. She actually big pimping out here. And by big pimping, it simply means that you are in control of your life. You know your worth and you respect yourself at a higher level to not be bought, to not put a price tag on yourself and sell your soul. You having sex with these random people for measly titles as boyfriend or girlfriend, or a simple date, being taken out, you are transferring their energy, their baggage onto you, all their demons and all their craziness. So now once you start waking up a little ticked off, a little triggered, a little bothered, a little connected to this person, you are attached now because you are in bondage, because every time you lay down with someone, you are spiritually married to them. This institution is set up for a reason. Sex is very serious. It's nothing really to play with. As you see in this video, the mindsets of today's generation, how they view you less than once you let them bend you over. When you get on your knees, they look down at you when you are on your knees. So why not? Why not stand up face to face so they can look at you as equal? No greater than, no less than, as equal. But this is when you're not on your back. You're actually standing tall, head up, chin up, knowing your worth as a woman, knowing that you are much more than sex. You are much more than a price tag, and that you cannot just be bought. And understand the consequences that you have to know as a woman, the responsibility of your womb. It gives life. So why are we playing with it? If you can possibly have a baby from this interaction with a stranger, or from somebody who don't respect you or love you or is not even committed to you. Being committed to you means that you need to get them to sign some paperwork. You need to have an agreement, no vocal agreement. You need to put this on paper, because if anybody try you, you can sue them because of this business transaction. Either way, you like it or not, whether you're unconscious or conscious about it, you're still operating from a transactional relationship when sex is involved. It's like, oh, you do this for me and I'll give you this. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. So when sex is involved, it's always going to be transactional. So why not have a common agreement on paper? If any funny business happens, you get an STD, a baby comes out of it, or you're mentally not well. This will keep you safe in this physical realm that we're in. You're not going to be safe emotionally though, or spiritually, because you are tied with every person you lay down with. So please be mindful, respect yourself more, love yourself more. Don't be out here being impressed just because somebody took you out on a date for a couple hours and gave you some time, gave you some attention. You are worth more than you are selling yourself for.